Hi, Chris Kuzmal here. We're going to start learning functional and object-oriented programming today. We're going to be learning the functional part primarily in Python and the object-oriented part primarily in Java. For those of you who are very experienced to know a sort of a formal definition of functional programming having to do with side effect-free languages, that's not this. This is just your most basic introductory programming. And so from this presentation, you're going to be able to write a basic sequence of instructions in Python, which you can call a Python program. We're going to try and add two numbers together. We're going to assign a value to a variable. We're going to write an if statement that may or may not print out high. And we might get some input and output done. Probably we're only going to get these first 3 lines of code done. Okay. The first thing you want to do, though, is you want to go to Replit, and you might see something that looks roughly like this, and you want to click on under Create a REPL. You'll want to then click here on this Python right here. Okay. And let me just hide this thing, which is annoying. Or you might get a thing that looks like this, in which case you can just click straight through to the Python here. Okay. There's some further details that you might want to do if you're in my class, and we'll have to do this live. Okay. So here's that basic sequence. The first thing we want to do is compute 1 plus 1. No problem. So I'm going to go over to Replit. I'm going to create a new REPL. And I'm going to click on Python here. And I'm going to create the REPL. And it'll give you a random name, and I'm going to leave Wide-Eyed Geek Log. I'm going to leave that alone for now. I'm just going to go straight over here. I see 3 primary panes, one which shows the files that I've created, one which shows the contents of one of those files in the script mode. And on the right here, mainly in black, we have the interactive console mode. And in the interactive console, I'm going to enter 1 plus 1 and hit enter. And what do you know? It says 2. Fantastic. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to assign a value of 4 to a variable whose name is A by typing A equals 4. That equals is what we call an assignment. It is not a comparison. You'll know a little bit more about what that means right now, because if I say if A equals 3, then I want to print high. Okay. And I made one typo. I need a colon back here. That colon is a delimiter that indicates that what follows is what I want you to do based on what was to the left. And what's to the left is an if statement. Now here it's thinking I might have more to do. So it's giving me a triple dot, which happens only in the interactive window. And I hit enter, and that completes the if statement. And it does nothing because A ain't 3, A is 4. So if I instead type if A equals 4, then print high, oops, typo, print high. I would expect it to print high after I tell it, yes, indeed, I am done, hit enter an extra time, and it says high. So this is fantastic. I have added 2 numbers together. I have assigned a value to a variable. I have done an if statement that determines whether or not that variable is equal to 3 and printed high. If it did, it didn't. And if it was equal to 4, print high, and it did print high because it is 4. Incidentally, if I type in A here, it will give me the 4. So that's your very first just beginning of how to code in Python.